This is the home of the Sultan of Brunei, Nurul Iman. It is the biggest palace in the world, 3 times the size of the Chateau of Versailles, and has never before been seen from this bird's-eye view. The image is striking. Today, hidden beneath the red veil, Princess Azemah prepares to marry her first cousin. The match is in keeping with long-standing tradition. For almost half a century, no Western camera crew has been allowed to film here in the heart of the Sultanate of Brunei. You are very lucky to be here. You have the best seats in the house. All courtesy to us. So you're very welcome. In the front row sits the owner of the house and father of the bride. The incredibly wealthy Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. Since the death of Queen Elizabeth II, he has been the world's longest reigning head of state. He has been on the throne since 1967, 76 years in power. Under this huge golden crown, 38-year-old Azemah is experiencing one of the first highlights of her marriage. The powder ceremony. A ritual dating back to the 14th century, when the Sultan's family first came to power. The dynasty has reigned supreme over Brunei ever since. This blessing with holy oils is only the start of the festivities. The wedding will take place over 10 days. The only chance to discover one of the most secretive countries on earth. In the heart of Southeast Asia, on the island of Borneo, hemmed in by Malaysia and a close neighbor of Indonesia, Brunei is a tiny territory. A fleck in the ocean with a population of just 450,000. These are the subjects of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, one of the richest men on the planet. Thanks to the vast offshore deposits of his small kingdom, which happens to be brimming with petrol and gas, his personal fortune is estimated at more than $18 billion. Holding all powers in Brunei, the Sultan is an absolute monarch to a country void of any opposition. God on earth, as it were. Revered by a people who, in reality, have no choice but to do so, the Sultan has imposed an increasingly extreme form of Islam over the years, and a still life led by the rhythm of prayer even from childhood. All the body are right, except face and hands. Starting from here and here. But Kajay is only 5. Yeah, because we want to educate her. Because we want to expose her to these kind of things. Alcohol and smoking in public is forbidden throughout the country. In 2019, a new milestone, the Sultan establishes Sharia, the strictest Islamic law. As a small nation, may our first priority always be our prayers for Allah. Since then, homosexuality and adultery have been punishable by the death sentence. Public uproar around the world is here in London. Demonstrations take place outside luxury hotels owned by the Sultanate. He also owns 2 luxury hotels in Paris, Hotel Plaza Athénée and Le Maurice. 50 years earlier Brunei was getting good press. Queen Elizabeth II appeared in a parade alongside the Sultan in a float carried by 50 men. At that time the country was a British colony. The Sultanate didn't gain independence until 1984. It separated from the United Kingdom while retaining its heritage. Such as playing polo, the sport of British kings, also played by the entire Brunei royal family. 25 years ago, the then Prince Charles played a game with the Sultan. Today, one of the most gifted at the game is none other than the young bride, Princess Azemah. In a country bordered by the China Sea, with 80% of its land covered by ultra-preserved jungle, between a rigorous Islamic regime and a royal family shrouded in secrecy, a never-before-seen insight into the Sultanate of Brunei, the strictest, richest and most mysterious of kingdoms. Let us return to the Sultan's palace where the royal wedding ceremony is still underway. In Brunei, this is the event of the year. Princess Azemah's wedding to her first cousin has been kept well under wraps. Throughout our time in Brunei, only authorized after months of negotiations, we are accompanied by a member of the governmental security service at all times. We are immediately taken aback by the sheer luxury of our surroundings. There is a lot of gold. Yes, it's usually covered, almost everything is covered in gold, actual gold. It's real gold. Yes, real gold. Really, real gold. There is no fake gold in the palace. Everything is actual gold. Yes. And you can't touch. Correct. You can maybe just touch a bit of it just to feel the texture of the gold. I'll have a look, it's incredible. It's gold. Pure gold. A gold mosaic. A setting of unrivaled splendor. This evening, the throne room will host the newlyweds and the presence of the entire royal family. So who's going to sit here? It will be both families of the royalties since the two rooms, bride and groom, are royalties. So this will be the